Tonight on Trading Shots. With me today are Benson and Maven. Let's get this show started.
Who is going to win CWL Atlanta? Sell me on why your pick will prevail.
I'm doubling down on Team Indy. They're going to win Atlanta. Slasher is the best goddamn player in the game. Hook, an 18-year-old phenom. Temp, an 18-year-old phenom. And then Classic, he is something.
Here's the easy one. I'm down by 4 points. Well, I pick Rise. Thank you for letting me go first. This team looked phenomenal.
Rise Nation now 5 seconds away from taking this grand final. The final ticks are in and Rise has done it.
Epsilon will not win a single match. Ben, I'm going to let you start again because you got the first bit of points.
Absolutely, they will. Disregard the first 2 weeks. A team change comes through, right? So the first 2 weeks are completely irrelevant. Now you have a squad of 4 trying to get used to each other, trying to understand how each other play.
Ben, your argument included Reedy. Reedy has yet to win a match in the Call of Duty World League Pro League. He went 0-18 in map count with Elevate last year. So I don't know what special sauce you think he's provided to this team, but I don't think it's going to help. This team is not good. They might be good 3 months from now, and if they are, that would blow my mind. But they are not winning a series. They're simply not good enough to win a series.
Epsilon might find their first victory at Division A right now as Hockey's getting streaked out. 3, 2, 1, and folks, there it goes. Epsilon gets their first win of the Pro League.
CWL Anaheim is less than a week away. We have our pools now, and it's time for our players to make some predictions for each pool. Red Reserve, E United, FaZe, Tainted Minds, and an open bracket team make up Pool A. Maven, what do you have for me?
All right, okay, so it might be a little interesting, a little bit off-putting to some people, but I'm gonna take E United and FaZe. And this isn't—
Not gonna take Red.
This isn't even a knock to Red, this is just history. Red belong in the loser's bracket. They live in the loser's bracket.
No
I'm not
way
drunk.
Red Reserve don't finish 1 or 2. It's just not going to happen.
Gonna put a big fat reserve mark on that winner bracket final. A European team take down the North American Titans of Luminosity.
Which of these squads is winning stage 2? Clint, let's start with you.
Well, I'm going Optic Gaming.
Shocker, Clint. Shocker.
Whoa, hey, hold up. Rise was my favorite even a week ago. They were still my favorite to take it.
And I think this is a very compelling argument.
I'm listening.
And to me, I really think the stars have aligned. I say that a lot, but with this squad, I really feel like now is the time. Every series they played, they took 2 maps. All of them. Their search and destroy has improved now so much. There's the old saying in Call of Duty Esports, search and destroy wins championships. I feel like it's very true with this E United squad.
True this year.
They're taking game 5s all the time, consistently pushing themselves to that game 5. Whether they're down 2-0, they'll suddenly win 2 maps in a row. Admittedly, don't get me wrong, they've been up 2-0 as well, and all of a sudden the reverse sweep has started.
Right now, we're going to see Pristini breaking through. He's going to be shut down in game. This should be ending in statue. Red Reserve finalize here.
Plain and simple, who is winning CWL champs? So who's going all the way, fellas? Ben, we'll start with you.
Oh, this is such a hard question.
It's a tough one. There's a lot of good teams.
It's very hard. There's a lot of teams. Well, there's 3 teams in my mind.
Dude, don't do this again. You pick the whole goddamn group or the whole division. Like, just pick a team.
There's 3 teams which I think can do it.
Right.
Out of those 3 teams, I'm going to pick one based off history, and that's going to be Team Caliber.
The only logical answer for me is Rise Nation. They've been consistently the best team for the last, 6 months. They have all the talent in the world. They are the only, put it this way, if I had a gun to my head or money on the line, the only team that I could pick that I felt good about is Rise.
That's 2 rings for Aches, 2 rings for Apathy, and welcome to the club, Silly and Assault, as evil geniuses, as an organization, get that first World Championship.
RTK let the fame get to their heads.
Yeah, I think the Lions are acting like sheep. It seems like you guys want to be the villains, but you're putting 1 foot in. If you're going to go for the villain role, please. We haven't had a top team that's been a villain in a very long time. Dive the whole way in, be that villain. I love that as a commentator, I love it as a fan, but don't be wishy-washy here with wanting to be the lovable TK all day, and then at times you seem like you're wanting to make the community hate you. It just doesn't make any sense. And if you're looking for someone to target, don't go after Ben and Merc after basically all they said was teams are starting to catch up, which is just common sense. If you want someone to go at, you can go at me. I can handle it. So here you go, Team Caliber. Here's some motivation. Team Caliber will not win another event in 2018. I have no doubt of that in my mind. You're not winning another event. Rise Nation reverse sweep was the first nail in the coffin. There's going to be many more nails here. Suddenly, you're going to be looking like Ryan Reynolds in the movie Buried. 6 feet under, trying to claw your way out. You're not going to know what happened. That's some goddamn truth.
I think everyone sucks at search and destroy. I think we have seen categorically just a failure of capitalizing on situations. It's a coin flip who's going to win. So many round 11, so much close competition, but they don't capitalize on good situations like trying to get score streaks. They don't try in these S&D games. They care about the rounds, and yes, that makes perfect sense. You obviously want to get the round wins, but if you want to start blowing teams out of the water, and with how tight competition has been, you got to take it to the next level.
Ben, you've been out for 2 weeks. You were sick, but you were not missed. We had Rich Campbell come in, and he was the epitome of what a desk host should be. Good looking, dressed well, talented. In the green room, he told funny, just great stories. Unlike you, sit there and talk about the Britain. Like, I'm soccer mates, I don't care. Hanging out with Rich was some of the best moments of my life. Ben, I'm kidding, I hated it. Ben, please come back. It was awful. I need Rich gone. Please feel better. I love you.
Wow.
I'd like to talk about our new host and his wardrobe. Where the hell did your sleeves go? You look like an 8-year-old whose mother dressed him for like Catholic school. You look like a jackass. I hate looking at you. Please dress better next time. At least something with some sleeves. Put something in your hair.
God, it's been a while. It's been so long. Normally I have to sit here and listen.
How
to
long has
Clint
it been?
go. I don't want to know,
Oh,
Joe.
jeez.
I don't want to know. Normally Clint takes it, and you know, to his credit, he's had some good runs on this show. But I feel like I was rubbed last week, and I'm annoyed at you, Joe, because a lot of people agreed I should have won. But that's not what I want to talk about. Instead,
It's 1-1 now, right? Like
exactly.
The season's
Nothing
reset.
else matters. It's 1-1 as the season stands. I want to give some love to Nameless. I know we're supposed to talk some smack here, but everything Nameless is doing in the community right now is fantastic. You guys run the podcast as well, the show. You guys have done a fantastic job. It's exactly what Call of Duty Esports needs, that extra content, just the passion as well that you get to see from Nameless. I'm honestly so excited to see the rest of the year for him. You know, he's a player which I've loved watching compete for so long. And I'm just excited to see just like a big uprising this year for him. Not necessarily playing, but on all the extra stuff. I think it's so important for COD Esports. And I'm excited to potentially be working with him.
Okay, this is trash talk / motivational speech to Optic Gaming. You guys have been. This has been 6 months of just pure mediocrity. You have 4 of the best players ever in the game. You're one of the greatest dynasties in the history of Call of Duty. You went from not being able to beat LG, to not able to win on Sundays, to not able to get to a grand final. You've now started to check these off. You need to win a damn tournament. I never thought a lull like this would exist. The fact it does is embarrassing. Pick it up, go out, win Seattle. Bye-bye.
Benson, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm just sorry for you. Like, I don't
Straight
mean
up
to
Ben.
degrade your performance by any means, but it's a situation where you just got thrown to the wolves. You've been going against Maven. You've been working with Rich when you're doing these trading shots, and
Wow.
it's not the major leagues. Now you're stepping your game up. You got to get the debating skills up. You had a couple good points, but there's times where you're just like, Chance, you're an idiot because you can't predict the future. No one can predict the future. You need to have substance in the
think I said
arguments
that.
that you're making. You need
Pretty
to
sure
do
that
better
never
at
came out my mouth,
You had
Chance.
okay. You had a couple good points. You got a little bit off the deep end, and maybe some time, dedication, hard work. When you come back, maybe you could take me off the throne, but it's going to be a long time coming before that happens.
It's yet another victory here for me, Joe. I think I have like an 80% win rate. It's gotten kind of easy. Nameless last week brought some competition, but sadly I've got Ben back. But I don't want to focus on that. I like easy victories. What I want to, that's almost like the E United and EG run through winners bracket. But I want to focus on one other thing. We've got Joe here now. Joe, as my duo in the commentating ring, I love to have you here. Rich couldn't dress. He knew less about Call of Duty than I know calculus. He was just not intelligent whatsoever. He's 3'7". I'm so happy that he's gone. He tells horrific stories. He always has. He's a one-upper, likes to add things on there. Nobody likes those people at all. Joe, you're lovable. You're handsome. And I'm glad that you are going to be part of my life permanently. I cannot wait to grow old with you.
Whew! 2 weeks in a row. This is what happens when the wonderful Joe DeLuca hosts the show, Clint. You better get used to it, Clint. You better get used to it, because now we have a fantastic, educated host who understands good points. When he sees good points, Clint, guess what? This guy's gonna be winning more often, so you better get used to losing, because basically nothing else matters. This whole show, forget about anyone else we had hosting. Doesn't matter. It's 2-1 now, Clint, okay? So get used to it, because this, yeah, this is all me right now, Clint. I'm winning from now on. Every episode, yeah.
Ben, welcome back to reality. Losing. But I do have a couple people that I actually really want to go in on. Reedy, you asked for this. You said you want a little bit of trash talk, you want to be roasted, because last time I did it, you guys got a couple of victories. So here we go. Epsilon, you stink. The fact you're in the Pro League is a miracle, based only on rules. Watching you guys makes my eyes bleed, my ears bleed, viewers cry, people die. It's painful to watch you guys play Call of Duty. I need you to be more competitive because it's disgusting. Pick it up. You have 4 talented players, but you're running around with like people without brains. I hate it! Next up.
You got more.
Enable, you might be the worst search and destroy player
we're going to
I've
Enable
ever
now.
seen. I don't care if you need to take some prize winnings from back in the day when you won prize money and pay 7 players to play search with you. Play against 7 bots in search and destroy. Watch the old Courage Bot World League. I think anything that you can do outside of whatever your current method is will probably help you improve in search and destroy.
E-United, fix whatever the hell is going on with your squad. You're beating the best teams in the game and you're losing to subpar teams that you should be beating. It doesn't make sense. I want you to go into every series like you're playing against Optic Gaming, like you're playing against Rise. Why? Because you might actually do well at an event. I know, shocker, right?
I hate you. Evil geniuses.
Oh, so you're out.
I was like, holy moly. I did not believe in you after Seattle. You know, I really didn't. Finally, through like a battle of attrition with myself and your performances, I finally started to believe. I picked you to come out in the groups. I thought you were a realistic contender to be top 3, and you did nothing at Anaheim. You might as well not have showed up. I would have stayed at home. You don't win a single search and destroy. It was an incredibly embarrassing performance from a team that's supposed to be considered a top team. I don't know where it fell apart. I mean, there must have been holes at every single position for you guys. I'm just frustrated personally because you finally made me a believer and then totally the bed. Pisses me off. Pisses me off.
Right. Clint, before you start, try not to piss off any of the moms out there. I know they've been at you on social media.
He definitely already has.
Oh, am I about to go at moms? No, I'm just kidding. They just love their kids. They love their kids. They like to get my mentions when I talk about them playing bad, but I understand it. Okay. I went at EG, so I gotta go at LG. What in the hell? I pick you guys. I pick you guys to get top 4. I picked FaZe last time. They did it for me. I high-fived them all. It made me look smart. I pick LG. You guys come out. You have to beat Unilad. You get to a game 5. You have another horrendous 2v1 against them. You lose in 2 game 5s where JCap makes a bonehead play. Your team falls apart. It was awful to watch. Then you come out against Complexity to must win. You get 3-0'd. You guys look so flat and so bad. JCap, you nailed it in your tweet. It was embarrassing. This is the first time for most of the players that they have not been in a Pro League playoff.
It's crazy.
Wow. It's insane to think about. But it's just pathetic. I don't know who needs to come up with the energy or the leadership, but it shouldn't happen. And yes, I know you go in a hole in the first 2 weeks, so it's tough to dig yourself out, but still, it's just, I just hated like the demeanor of everyone and the effort from everyone, the play from everyone, the comms. Like, I just couldn't stand it. It just didn't seem like you guys were here to win, and now you're not gonna be a playoff. So you can hang out with EG, you guys can order pizza, watch the matches, and sob together.
Apologies, TK. We massively underestimated you, and you guys played fantastic at Stage 2 playoffs. Secondly, again, at the Green Wall fans, I actually pity some of you. My mentions were hilarious. I know Clint was having a good old laugh at some of the tweets that came through my way. Where are you now? Haven't heard from you for a couple of days. You're pretty damn quiet, pretty strange to see. Thirdly, as well, I want to give massive love to all of the players, the staff that have made CWL what it has been so far. We have one final event of the year left, the big one. I'm so excited. I know everyone else is so excited. It's been a wonderful year, and I want to thank everyone, including the fans at home, that have made this year so damn special.
Can't do it until I get the right headset.
No.
Ben.
No.
Ben.
No.
You know what the right thing to do is.
Yeah, keep this on my head.
Okay, well, I'm not going to be soft like you were. Joe, you are a budget Mr. X. Ben, you are the worst thing to come out of the United Kingdom since Momo. Okay. Whoever the hell works on our production team for this show that decides to leave the 30-minute pre-roll in every single YouTube video, thanks for nothing. Why is that? How hard is that? Get rid of the 30 minutes. Thanks, guys. And Ben, you just really haven't been that tough to beat. Usually I would let you in just to keep it close. There's some sort of conversation there. Rise Nation, you got top 16. That was awful. Optic, you didn't get groups. You got groups. You weren't even in bracket play. That is awful. But no, it's the only positive I would say is this is a new show we did this year. Thank you to the fans that have watched it. It's tough to get a new show off the ground. We've had a lot of fun. We've kind of learned from our mistakes. I think it's improved as the year's gone on. And guess what? There will be more trading shots next year. I will kick the shit out of Ben all year again. Unless the production team decides to give me better competition, which I kind of hope is going to happen. Thank you so much. It's been a great time. Peace!
All right, Richie.
We're going? Oh, God.
You know I hate it when you call me Richie.
Squeaky bum time! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of Trading Shots. I'm your host, of course, that you know. I'm Rich Campbell, and I'm excited to get these two to a great start. I'm like crying.
Be happy, I want to talk, and then go eat some Pop-Tarts.
Complexity. Benson, start us off and search or destroy you.
Oh, here we go. Walking in front of camera.
Can you sit up?
This guy.
Sweet. Sweet.
I'm gonna tear you down.
Division A returned and already have a team. Oh, Division A returned and already have.
Where E United was heavy favorites. You heard me correctly, 55 kills. He now has the history for, oh, sorry about that. No, the script's not a right sentence.
Welcome, gentlemen. It's time for First Blood.
What's a gentleman?
I don't know. Test 1, 2, EQ to the 3 to the 4. Copper's got no on August Monday. Welcome to Trading Shots, Clinton Idiot. All right.
Dude, I can't sit up anymore. You look handsome today.
So do you, somehow.
Ben, you've won 2 in a row, so you're up first. What do you think?
Thanks, Joe.
Why do you always laugh when I clap?
2, 1.
Oh, Rahel, you know I was kidding, right? I love you. I can barely even see you over there.
Kyle fell over.
That was f***ing amazing.
Shots were traded.
Shots were traded. Shots were traded. NCWL was debated.
We'll see you next season when we'll debate Black Ops 4.